What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Power Book 4 Force, you guys. Season 2, episode 9. The episode is titled Power, Powder, Respect, you guys. You guys know that comes from the theme song. Now, before we go ahead and jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this episode of Power Book 4 Force, shall we? All right, you guys. So overall, for me, I thought this was a good finale. I didn't dislike it. I didn't hate it, right? I thought it was good. So let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section. I will say that there were a lot of storylines that were left open-ended. So we didn't really get we didn't get a full conclusion on some storylines. And I'm actually cool with that, semi. But let me know what you guys think, right? So we'll start the episode up. And I guess I'll start with talking about Victor. Now, you guys remember in the last episode, Victor had to put the bug into Tommy's apartment, right? And you guys know 2728 piece, aka Stacy, is, trying to dig up all the information that she can so that she can go after Tommy, which I think that is a dumb move for her to be trying to do this, but it is what it is, right? Now, in the beginning of the episode, we saw Vic. So Vic was talking to both Diamond and Tommy. And so Diamond and Tommy were telling him about the next meetup that they're going to have with the cartel. And, Tommy is telling Vic that he wants him there, right? So much like the rat that Victor is, Vic decided that he was going to go run down there and tell 2728 piece about where this meeting is. And you guys know how 2728 piece is, right? You can't give her just a little bit. You got to give her the whole, the whole enchilada, basically, right? So she is telling Vic that, so Vic is like, okay, I've given you this information, so now can I go to Witsack? And she was like, fuck no. You can't go to no damn Witsack just yet. I need more information. I need to know when this is going to happen. I need a date. I need a time. I need a place. And then once I get that, I'll need you to go to the meeting with Tommy. And from there, we'll arrest you. And once we arrest you, then we'll get you to Witsack. I was like, now, Victor, I really hope and pray that you don't believe that this lady is telling you the truth. This lady has her own selfish needs that she's trying to meet. And I would have been like, absolutely not. No. Like, I would ask her, give this, like, Vic going into this whole situation with the Witsack thing with 2728 piece, he should have done it a different way. He should have gotten a lot of things in writing. He should have gotten an attorney involved with this, because I don't feel like she's doing everything by the book, so to speak, right? I just don't feel like she is. So yeah, she wants to know the date, the time, the location, and once he get that, he's done. So then we see Victor. Victor is over to the crib, and he's talking to Claudia, right? So he's telling Claudia, like, I'm going to sign everything over to you. If our dad wasn't such a sexist pig, he would have given you everything in the beginning. And he said, and I also know that it was you who took the hit out on me. And so Claudia is once again playing, dumb, like, no, I never did try to take a hit out on you. And so Victor's like, cut the shit, Claudia. I know it was you, and I want you just to, that be the last thing that you do is admit it to me. So Claudia admitted to Victor that she did try to take him out, right? And I was like, Claudia, you are typically smarter than this. And I was like, you don't think that Victor is recording you? And lo and behold, Victor was recording her the entire time. And I was just like, Claudia, what the fuck? What the fuck, right? Now, I'm jumping the gun, right? But it's still dealing with Victor. Now remember, 2728 piece was telling Victor, like, hey, I need to know a date, I need to know the time, I need to know the location, right? So we then see Victor, he's over at Tommy's crib. Remember, Tommy's crib is bugged, right? So he's asking Tommy, like, hey, when is this meeting gonna be? So Tommy told him when the meeting was gonna be and where the meeting was gonna be. Meanwhile, Stacy across town is listening in to this message. And so Bobby hears it, and Bobby was like, wait a minute, Stace, that is something off about this. It's something off about this. But eager ass, gung-ho ass 2728 piece She's like, no, that's all we need. I'm going to the DOJ and I'm getting my RICO. I was like, okay, sis. Good luck with that one, because I think you should listen to Bobby. I think you're getting played and I think you're getting set up. Now, Claudia, remember, her little girlfriend, right? She was gonna get her the money for this meetup that she's doing with Merkovich and the others. Well, she told Claudia got the money, remember? And so her and her girlfriend, they at the house, and at one point they got it hot and popping, right? So we found out that the girl has never actually been to the house, because the way that Walter set it up is only family and associates could be at the house. And then we move over to the meeting that Claudia's having. So Claudia met up with Merkovich, and Shanti was there as well as Elise. Now, Merkovich is telling them like, hey, so that meeting that we got set up, Claudia, unfortunately, sis, you're gonna be going by yourself, because I can't go. And the meetup place, it cannot be my restaurant, because my restaurant is under renovations. I was like, I bet it is. Bullet ridden, right? And then Claudia told, Shanti was like, that's some bullshit. And she was like, whoa, Tiger, calm down. You guys, one thing I want to say about Shanti is I dislike Shanti, but I like Shanti at the same time. It's so weird how I feel about Shanti, right? Now, we see as Shanti as well as Claudia them pulled up on Tommy. And Claudia, she big bad wolf at this point. Like, she told Tommy, you should have took me out when you had the chance to, because now I'm protected by the Marquez cartel. I was like, ooh, Claudia, your balls done dropped, Tom. I was like, okay, if you think that Tommy can't get to you, because she said that she's untouchable now, right? And so I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, and you're working with this bitch now. She said, Queen. I was like, okay. Now, here's the best part, one of the best parts of the episode for me, right? Remember, 27-28 piece, when Bobby told her that that meeting was on the north side and that he thought that there was something off about it, it was. So they pulled up to what she's thinking that she's going to be busting Tommy, right? And lo and behold, you weren't busting Tommy. You got the Serbs and Claudia. Speaking of, Merkovich got hit in this and he still is able to walk around. So the feds have arrested both Claudia and Merkovich. Claudia, however, is trying to tell this the cops that her family has cops on the payroll. They're like, that ain't gonna help with this. They're like, we got you. And she said, because she was trying to pretend like she didn't know nothing about what was going on at this meeting, right? But he said, even without that, we got you on conspiracy to live your brother and your father. And she was like, Vic set me up. I was like, he sure the fuck did. And I thought in that moment, I was like, Vic probably set this up. Because I felt like watching this episode, because Vic at one point went to Gloria's grave, right? And I was like, you know what? I don't think Vic really, and I believe that. I still wholeheartedly believe that Vic's intention was never to set up Tommy, that his intention was to set up, we all know that. His intent was to set up Claudia, right? But 27-28 piece, she had other ulterior motives. And so when she found out that it was Claudia, she was so pissed off. I was like, bitch. You just got the cartel, and you got some drug dealers, the Serbs, as well as Claudia, and you're still pissed because you wanted Tommy? Lady, get the fuck off the gas. That is a win for you. That is a win, and she is pissed. I was like, this bitch right here. This bitch here. I thought I hated sex. I thought I hated Blanca. I thought I hated the white girl on Power Book Raising Canaan. Like, I thought I hated them. I hate this lady so much. Oh, God. Why do they have to write her like this, right? Now, like I said, Claudia Merkovich, they got arrested, right? So Claudia was in the jail, and she was on the phone, right? Talking to Shanti, and she's finally figuring out that she got played by Shanti, right? And so she was, and then when she found out she got played, Tommy was in the background. He came to the forefront and said, this is revenge for, Liliana, right? And so when that happened, a girl came up from behind and just shanked the hell out of Claudia. I was like, well, damn, bitch. Now, what I will say is, I don't believe that Claudia is going to be gone, right? I think that Claudia is okay because you guys know in television world, if you don't see a body, then they're not, deceased. So I do believe that Claudia, because all the last we saw of Claudia, Claudia slid down the wall, and she was, covered. She was bleeding out, but I don't think that Claudia is going to be gone. I think we'll see Claudia in season 3. So let's pause here, you guys, and let's move forward, shall we? All right, you guys. So the majority of this episode, it's centered around Tommy, you guys. Like the whole episode really centered around Tommy and him and his family, as well as, the others. So the episode opened, and when the episode opened, it was Tommy and Diamond talking, and Tommy was letting, Diamond know that Victor is, in fact, the rat. And so, Diamond was like, yeah, I tried to warn you about that, but you were so fixated on my brother. Well, your brother is also fixated on Tommy as well. And your brother is playing you as well as he's playing Tommy. I wish that Diamond could see that, but he doesn't. I think the only person who still has their good eye on Jannard is Tommy, right? So Tommy still wants to go after the Serbs, and he wants their, the pipeline, right? He says it's theirs. So Diamond says they're working with the Marquez cartel at this point, so we can't do anything. And so he says that, what Tommy says to Diamond is, we can still become the Connect, but at the same time, we can still take out Victor. And I've already talked about the fact that they met up with Victor, told Victor about the meeting, right? So then we saw Tommy. So Tommy went to go see Shanti, and he asked her for details on where Claudia was doing her first meetup with the Marquez cartel. And so Shanti is, she's trying to play hardball. Like, you need information from me. So you need to let me know what the plan is. And Tommy's like, it's still on a need-to-know basis, right? Like I said a few minutes ago, I do like her. I do like Shanti in some respects, but other times I don't like her because she's just too much as well, right? Then we see Jannard. So Jannard is getting a lineup from Diamond, and he's in his feelings because he's not able to see Shanti. And I'm like, dude, that girl, the way that girl talks to you, she completely emasculates you. That lady emasculates the fuck out of you, and you must really like it because she talks down to you. That bitch told you, step your pussy up, and I still don't know what that means. I legitimately don't know what that means for him to step his pussy up, right? So Diamond also still wants to take out Mad Dog, but Diamond is talking about there are so many moves in motion currently, and so Jannard is like, would Jannard is questioning if they really need Tommy, right? And Diamond told Jannard that what all is going on with us is because of Tommy, right? And I was like, exactly. But I realized what Jannard is doing. He's sowing seeds of discourse. But I don't know if that's going to help him in the end. I don't necessarily know that. So after that, we see Tommy. So Tommy went to JP's and he saw Kate there. And he was like, what the fuck are you doing here, Ma? And she said that JP let her stay, right? And he told her, you can't do to JP what you did to me. And she told him, I was good up until you sent D-Mac away. And so then Kate told him that D-Mac had escaped from the military school that Tommy sent him to. And then Tommy let her know that D-Mac had taken out a cop. And I was like, exactly. That was what they were trying to keep you away from, Kate. But it is what it is. You guys, I'm going to pause here because the next stuff is just something that I got to get myself together for because it really annoyed me in this episode. All right, you guys. So I kind of want to wrap up D-Mac real quick because D-Mac in this episode, I feel like for me, D-Mac is worse than Tariq could ever be. So D-Mac is still over at Marshall's place, right? I don't know what forced Marshall to give D-Mac a gun. I was like, oh my God. And then D-Mac has told Marshall that he took out Seamus. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Then Marshall decides to tell D-Mac about the situation with Mad Dog. And so D-Mac got it in his head that he wants to go take out Mad Dog. I was like, wait a minute. Whoa. You want 2 bodies now, little boy? Why? He feels like doing this can help out Diamond. And, Marshall tried to tell him like, yo, we got this coalition going on. And that's King Kilo's nephew. and Diamond can't make a move against it. CBI can't make any kind of moves. He said, well, it's a good thing that I'm not CBI. I was like, oh my God, what the hell is going on here? I was just so confused. And then we do see this little nigga, and he found Mad Dog and just popped him, then took a picture of the little boy, and then ran a Diamond showing him that he took out Mad Dog. I was like, oh my God. If this boy ain't about the stupidest thing that I've ever saw in my life, like the dumbest thing that I've ever saw, I was just like, Jesus be a fence, right? So we also find out from Diamond and Jannard that somebody, Diamond asked D-Mac, did anybody make him out? He was like, I don't think so. I was like, oh my God. So you literally went and unlived this kid and you didn't make sure nobody saw you, recognized you, or anything like that? What the fuck? Tommy, get your nephew, your real nephew. He is, like I said, he's worse than Tariq ever could be, right? So at this point, Jannard and Diamond are talking, and Jannard feels that in order to keep the coalition intact, that Diamond should go behind Tommy's back and have a conversation with King Kilo. And Diamond was like, I can't go up to their prison. So Jannard was like, you know what? I'll do it. I'll go up there and I'll let King Kilo know, hey, he's not a part of CBI. And once I'll bring him to you, alive or deceased, right? So we then do see that happen. So Jannard did go up there to the prison. Come to find out, King Kilo is about to get out of prison very soon. And so Jannard told him, like, hey, the kid that took out your nephew, he's not a part of CBI, but what I will do is I'll bring him to you myself. Just make sure that, the coalition, we are good. And so King Kilo was like, okay, cool. We good, right? And I was like, ooh, Jannard, I don't necessarily know if this is going to be a good thing, right? But it is what it is. We'll see how this plays out. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Then we see D-Mac, right? So D-Mac went back to the house. He's pissed off with JP and he's going off on Kate. And so he was leaving because he told him, I'm a gangster. I unlive people. I was like, let that little nigga run. And then he called JP the F word. I was like, oh, you can definitely get the fuck out. Go somewhere else. D-Mac, like I said, D-Mac. He's a no for me, you guys. D-Mac is a whole huge ass into the fucking O. So let's pause here, and I guess we'll wrap the episode up, you guys, with Tommy, Miguel, and all the business dealings, right? All right, you guys, so the episode, we first see Tommy and Maria. So Maria, I think I don't remember if she was at work at one point in the episode, and she got this special delivery, and it was 2 tickets to go to Barcelona, right? And so she's telling her coworkers, like, girl, you in love? She's like, yeah, he actually sees me for who I am, right? I was like, girl, good luck with that one, sis. Because I don't know how long this is gonna last, right? But we'll see. Again, good luck to you, girl. Bob and weave, duck and dodge, do whatever you want to do, whatever you gotta do. So Tommy and Maria, at one point in this episode, they were in the bed together, right? And he tells her he has one last thing to do, and then it's off to Barcelona. And he says to her, actually no, she says to him that she wishes this was a one-way ticket, right? Where they would go to Barcelona, stay in Barcelona, and never come back, right? So Kate came knocking at the door, and she came in and she was like, wait a minute, Tommy, so you fucking a nurse? And she was like, and so Kate tried to tell Maria, like, hey, you might want to run the fuck away from here. Like, get the fuck out of Dodge. And so Maria left, and then Tommy, he told Kate, get the fuck out, right? And then before he told Kate to get the fuck out, he put a little bag in Kate's pocket. Kate was like, she's going to be clean. I was like, Kate, now you know fucking well you lying, right? You know you're lying. I think we all know that Kate was lying, saying that she was going to stay clean. But good luck to you, Kate. Good luck to you. So then after that, we see Vic and Tommy, right? So did I ever talk about this? If I did, I did. But I think I did talk about oh, yeah, I did. That Tommy told Vic where the meeting was. We already got there, so we already know that. And then after that, we see as Tommy was leaving, for the meeting, right? And as he was getting ready to leave for the meeting, one of Miguel's guys came up and just pop, pop, pop the car, right? Because at this point, Miguel is still pissed off that he didn't get to the Serbs, but he was pissed that he didn't get to the Serbs, but he says he wants to still take Tommy out because that's what his grandmother would want, right? Because she didn't trust Tommy. And so, like I said, Miguel's guy came up and pop, pop, pop in Tommy's window. I was like, damn, whoever the fuck fixes Tommy's windows, they got to be making a lot of money because every episode or every other episode, Tommy's windows are getting busted out by somebody. And so while Victor and Tommy were in the car with each other, Victor let Tommy know that it was in fact Claudia who took out Liliana, right? And I also forgot to tell you that Tommy did end up taking out Miguel's guy. And so after that, we see as Tommy, he showed Che video footage of the Serbs and Claudia and the Marquez getting hit, right? And Che was upset about this because he was wondering if this was going to start a war. And Tommy says, no, it's not going to start a war. So what Che said for them is, since the Serbs are knocked out, I'll give you their territory. And, Miguel will still have the Ice Princess, right? And so he wants for them, he said, I'll call a meeting for you all to get together. And I want you guys to get together. And we gonna end this ish, right? So there's going to be no retaliation from Miguel, and there's going to be no retaliation from you to Miguel. And so they like, cool. And so Tommy shook Miguel's hand. He's like, where's your boy at? He said, unfortunately, he couldn't make it. I want to throw this in here real quick. So they started celebrating, right? And when they started celebrating, at one point, Tommy told Jannard to get somebody a drink. I was like, oh, Tommy, he still got a hard on for you, right? And so we also find out later in the episode that Jannard and Shanti had sent Miguel the picture of Maria going over to Tommy's crib, right? And so, what something else I forgot I left out. So Kate took those drugs, right? And Kate, when Tommy came into the house, Kate was knocked out on the floor. I don't know if I think she was having an overdose, right? Or maybe, I don't think it was fentanyl because we saw Kate, she's in the hospital. JP was mad at Tommy, telling Tommy to leave all of them alone. I was like, wait a minute now. He told Tommy he ain't gonna work with him no more. And I was like, oh, cool. Meanwhile, Jannard and Shanti, they found one of the Serbs that was in Jannard's car. And so Jannard got his car back. I was like, about damn time. Because at one point, Diamond made fun of the car that he was riding around in. He was like, this your car? He was like, shut up, nigga. I was like, well, it is a piece of junk, right? So, after that, remember I told you, so Tommy had sent those tickets for Maria, right? So while he was at the hospital with Kate, he asked one of the girls to tell Maria that he was there with his mother. And she's like, Maria didn't come into work. So he called Maria up on the phone, and Maria didn't answer the phone. I was like, ooh, is Maria swimming with the fishes at this point? So towards the end of the episode, Tommy got a phone call from Maria's phone, right? And who was on the phone? It was Miguel. And Miguel is telling Tommy he will never see Claudia. I'm not Claudia, but he'll never see Maria again. I was like, ooh. I was like, do y'all, so let me know in the questions comment section. Do y'all think that Miguel took his sister out, or do you think that he's hidden her and hiding her from Tommy? Like, I don't know, you guys, but that was like, I was like, okay. Like I said, the season finale, it was good to me, but it could have been better. But like I said, there were so many things left open, and I was like, okay, I'm curious to see where we'll go for season 3 of Force. But overall, I thought season 2 of Force was a really good season. I enjoyed it a lot more than I did season 1. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not leaving anything. Oh, I am leaving something out real quick. Now, remember, Victor, you guys, Vic gave 2728 piece the wrong location, right, for the meeting. So Vic is at another location. He's asking dudes like, what's going on with the meeting? They don't know anything as well. So Victor got a call from Stacy, and so he was like, she told him, she was pissed off at him because she was like, that location you gave me, it was for Claudia. And so Vic was like, well, that means that Tommy made me. And so he told her where he was. She said, stay there, Vic, don't move. So she's running around trying to get units to go where Victor is. And so we see Tommy talking to Diamond, right? And when he was talking to Diamond, he had previously told Diamond that he had taken Victor out, right? And so, Diamond was like, so when are they gonna be back, dumping the body? And Tommy's like, they're not dumping the body. And Tommy and Diamond had gotten into it at this point right here. And so Tommy is literally keeping Victor around to use him to his advantage. And I think that that's a good thing. And I kind of figured that that would happen. I didn't think that Tommy was going to be the person that was going to take Victor out. I never necessarily saw that happening. I didn't think that Tommy was going to unlive Victor. I definitely felt like he would find Victor beneficial to keep around in the long run. But let me know what you guys thought about it. But like I said, overall, the season finale, it wasn't the best season finale, but it also wasn't the worst season finale as well. But yeah, you guys, let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I will see you guys in the next one. So you guys know that, you guys noticed, so the actor strike is over, so I don't know. We should be getting book 2, I guess, like the beginning of next year. Well, probably about, I think, March of next year, right? Because that's when we got it this year, was March of this year. Because you guys know on December 1st, we will be back to season 3 of Raising Kanan, you guys. You guys know Raising Kanan is like, I told you guys I ranked them. Actually, my rank might be changing because you guys still know I love book 2. That is my favorite of the books currently. Book 2 is my favorite. But this season of Force kind of moved it from last up to probably second, because I like this season of Force, and we'll see what Raising Kanan gives us this season. But yeah, you guys, that was it. Once again, if I left anything out, leave it in the comment section below, you guys. And I will catch you guys for the next one. I'll see you guys on December 1st. Well, not December 1st. So I will see you guys that Sunday. I know it comes out. I know December 1st is a Friday. So I will see you guys that Sunday for, so the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd. So I will see you guys on December 3rd for season 3, episode 1 of Raising Kanan, you guys. And that is it. Like I said, you guys, once again, be blessed. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.